everybody, it's Jess, your go-to YouTube dance commentator, and we are here taking a look at AHOF. They got a comeback, baby. It is Run to You. We have the music video pulled up, and I also have a showcase stage fix cam that we're going to look at too, because it's AHOF. We got to give them love while the iron is hot. So we're going to take a look, share our thoughts, see the improvement. Cannot wait to dive in. Let's go! Hey, I know him. Look, they're running! Go, go, go! Yep, gotta get off. Good song. Woo! We said chest tension. That's cute. Steven's in his sleeveless era. We can't handle a shirtless Steven, sorry. Cute. Woo! Oh, cute! Oh, how fun. That can be seen as a hint. We're gonna wait though. I'm curious though if this is like a little hint to what's coming up next. What Daisuke is what he's drinking, milk or something along those lines. Guys, I am so happy that a group like AHOF exists. Quite simply because, well, they're near and dear to me anyway, because they were the very first group that I ever watched, like the very first survival show I ever watched was their group being made. So that has like some sentimental value to it. But also, every single track that they've promoted has been something that I've genuinely enjoyed. I would say like Pinocchio is still one of those tracks for me. I think it's just one of the most well-rounded things that has come out of the K-pop space in a hot freaking minute. But it's because of the nostalgia and how it triggers so many emotions for me as an individual who's been around the block and a half with K-pop, right? So I really love... I love the concept of all this. I do believe El Captain's on this track. Totally checks out. We are here. Shout out to K-Pop It. Normally, I wait for a dance practice for most groups, but because with AHOF, I'm just impatient. I want to watch. I want to see what they're doing in movement. And we have an OT9, so might as well. If there's a fixed cam, let's see it! What? Yeah. I love the LED in the back. Like, guys, LEDs absolutely can enhance the look of a routine. That beginning was insane work. Click, 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 click. No one cheers for them? Whatever. Okay, here we go. From the top. We'll cheer for them. That was awesome. The bookends of this dance. Mwah! Don't change a freaking thing. Okay, here we go. From the top. I love this. So you may be like, Jess, how are they doing this? They are most likely, if I were to give a hypothesis educated guess, they are securing around the thighs, but that is not enough in order to actually get him to lean back like this. They are securing him on his thighs, but they most likely have their knees intersecting his feet to some degree. Like, he is locked in there so he can actually commit backwards. Super dope. And I love the contrast of the speed change, melt, free fall. That is mad work. From the very first frame of your dance, you're going to choose to do that? Love it. Love it. And we're running. I would say out of anything, the most appropriate transition to happen in this dance is a running transition. So does running potentially, ignore timing? I would say yes, but you are technically doing concept justification by running. So that's that. As long as I don't see a basket run in sight, choreo run, we're Gucci, because that is not fitting of the concept. So we have it, and then we have more of a skill, like a teeter-totter kind of formation level. As we go and we take it, we transition it up. Really nice. I like the slowness there. And then we take the knees and then we send the energy from the lower body up to the upper body. I like the grab with the pull through partnering moment because we're OT9. Love to see it. So nice to see it in an official comeback, having everybody. I like how you used your feature, having a subtle controlling moment as everybody does that pull to get us ready to go. We drop it down. Now this was a prepped thing, but we got to talk about how clean and quick it was. He done took them out on the ground, and it didn't just stop with him. We had more come up. It's like that kind of stuff. It's the audacity to just do more than just the basic form of the thing, of the focal point moment. The lean back in the beginning. Yes, having Hani, right? God, your guys, probably till I die at this point. It's going to be so hard to not call by his government name. And I think I say that every single time. I digress. Point being, Hani, as he comes up, that's a really nice choice. Normally, we do see people get assisted up by having them rest on somebody's back. So I like the pull. Really nice. He engaged his core, did really well. Impressive that he's doing that while singing with a handheld. You can hear him, right? Not only that, you have two others come up as he moves through the space. I absolutely love that. It provides so much depth to the formation and to the choice. And they're like, no, we're not done showcasing that focal point. We're using it now as a lingering effect to maintain that feature. So cool. Frame it to inside. We open it up. He said, we're open. Bring it in. We end up taking it with the cross around. I love the gesture. Swipe down. God, so cool. And then we take it. We rotate it down. Love that. We take the arms up. Then we redirect. Run to you. We bring it down. The punch. The dynamics I really like. So we end up punching and it creates this really nice accented rotation going on in the chesty isolation there with the knee to complement. Super nice. And I like how we create that tension out of that as well. And we do a shampoo around with the point. Can I just say I'm so proud? I'm so proud of watching them. They are doing so well. Their discography is great. Their choreography is great. I am so happy that their show is the first show I ever watched in a survival show context. And I loved the format of it. I hope they do it again for the boy group side. I really hope they are successful because I know they're not a part of a major company. So that's a bit harder, right? If they're not a part of, the HYBE sector of companies and you're not a part of SM, YG, or JYP, it gets a bit tough, right? So, or Black Label, throw Black Label in there. So all in all, I really am rooting. I root for teams that they have a great thing going for them, and I hope the fan base continues to support this group. God, they're doing great. Moving on. This is so nice. Okay, the ball changes are nice. Send it through. I like the hit, and then we accent tap tap is nice. Then we end up going into it looks like a bedrock, maybe a little bit more sticky. It is, yeah, it's a bedrock, but it's not a super smooth like one, like you would see in a James Brown or something like that. But I like it. We do a drop level. It's probably rhythmic, and I like the arm swing on it. Then we go running position, cross it behind. We do a clap, and I like the kick on that as well. And then we go into columns. Separate, first reveal, speed change. I like that they're looking down, so it's easy for us to see our feature there. We end up hitting it, knocking it. I like the inversion of the knees. The pull away is really nice. We cross it. I like the point up, and then we knock. I like this rotation happening out of that with the travel up. Arm comes up with tension, and then we end up moving over. I like the head swirling on it, and then we do a nice, quick little fake out with the leg. We've seen that leg in quite a lot of choreographies, not really to AHOF, but to others, where there's like an extra rotation thrown into it. Really cool. I don't mind. It's a fun transition. So we send it, bring it to the front. We hit it. We point. Notice the points are directing energy output. So we do point to the knee inverts, point to the arm, then it helps us as an audience focal point look where they want us to look. Really nice. They point it through. So the chest is nice. Take it, send it up, the little toe tap behind. They end up sending it with the fingers. I like the accent with the head and the knee. Look how full body that is, and I like how we compromise or modified for Hani and center. For that is really nice. Then we send it down and around, bring it back, and then they redirect. Oh, that's super fun. Turning, I like the reversals. I like a lot of these threading archway choices. We end up seeing that again whenever we see him over in the bridge. And I really like that kind of fingerprint choice whenever you have certain members have certain perspectives of tone and how they're featured has a lot of fingerprint abilities in it. Like, you know, sometimes whenever, because I'm marathoning twice, I'll use them as an example. In the Rookie era, it always started with Nayeon, right? But then now we started expanding and we have different people that start the track. But in the very beginning, like it was back to back to back to back, it always started with the same person. And I thought that was a very interesting charm, very interesting component of it. And then you see the directions of the shifts. So I'm curious about what are those things going to be within this group? Don't know. Are we going to actually do that? Also not sure. But it's also really fun. So I like the knees. We're going to out it. And then we end up hitting on the shoulder. And then we do nice fingers there. I will say something I think that they do very well is gestures. Or specifically usage of the point. Because we see the point used pretty often. We'll use Pinocchio as an example. Fantastic usage of point. Talking about the nose, all that. So they use it as an actual marker to justify the track itself. Here, they're using it as a direction, which I think is super cool. It could be a choreographer fingerprint of how they choose preferentially to use a point, but I'd say it reads very well on them. They end up accenting it down, they speed change again, they point it, bring it in, knock it forward, and then they send it out. And up speed changing, and then they create a nice tension with that chest. The ball change is nice, run to you, and they point, run to you, and then they're running. Look, they ran up the body. Isn't that adorable? How fun. Take it out, and send it out low, which gives absolutely like the sun setting energy. And also with this LED, it looks like we're running, right? We have places to go. And then we bring it up, send it in. Play a little patty cake in the air. The ball changes are nice. Run to you. It's direction based, which I love. So they bring it forward, up to the chest, press it in, pull away, and then we end up overheading, and then we open it up to the side, hit it high, middle, low. That read so well in that music video, so I know the capabilities of seeing the fullness of the chest to the knee, but we do end up seeing it near the tail end. So I'm just, notice with JL, I know he's able to do it much more full. We're singing, which is why I'm impressed of what we're able to see here, right? And they bring it in. Subtlety with the chest. Oh, really nice. They hit it back. And I like the bounce on that. And with a fun lower body accent with the leg. They go, oh, everybody goes away. Nice. Yeah, they go clap, clap. They're having some nice poses out of it. Hop it up. And then we switch it over with the chest on that. And then we knock it up. That is still such a great hair color on him. I hope keep it. And like I said, we're in a sleeveless era. I did say shirtless. No, we're not ready for that. Nope. We gotta wait. Nope. Sleeveless is the way to go. Maybe one day, you know how ATEEZ is, where they have Mr. Shirtless guy, which was San, right, at Coachella. They'll have that at some point. Just not right now. None of us are ready, right? I digress. Bring it in. I like the point back is also really fun there with the head. And knock it high, low. We clap and toss it, which is also fun. I like they send it back, front. And then we do a little body roll with the knock. The pass off's really cool here between our features there. And then we hit it high, low, and then we point, we drop it down. Good feature integration. He deviates. Notice he's using gestures, points to direct us to see who we need to watch, right? It's really cool. Ball change is nice. I like the charisma of that. It's subtle. I don't mind the unison for that because leading up to this point, there's so much going on that the unison, it doesn't come across like redundancy, and it doesn't come across like, well, we couldn't come up with anything, so we're just going to do that here. So I think that's really nice, especially if you're going to create such complexity in the intro. You're really tone setting in a cool place to where it actually gives you some cushion to have unison if you're going complex, because that can work against you if you never do unison or you never do breath, speed changey things, but they are. And I like how it absolutely gives a heartbeat type of perspective within the dance. So it allows us the ability to really appreciate it, right? Like this right here is really nice. The pacing of it's great. Like punch, punch, punch with tension, drop it down. But even then, that wasn't like full unison because of your feature there, right? Then we move out of the way, and then we end up having more complexity through this connection here with some levels. That's really nice. And then we end up pressing in. We got the V. Still features being featured. Like they are doing the most to showcase him. Fantastic. Love it. And then we end up looking forward. I like this is a canon. What's a canon? It looks similar to a ripple. A canon is a sequence of movement with different start and finish times. So you're going to have individuals who, start it in the center. They're going to do the same content that those are doing to the outside, but they finish at a different time. That's a canon. Love it. And then we drop it. We speed change. So we have a lot of side swipe-like speed changes. I like that. Would that be an area that would be cool to see explored in a different way? Possibly. But I really like that we have that entertain as a dynamic nonetheless. They bring it in. So I like that this is an interesting formation with the diagonals. And then we ball change, run to you, run to, the run to you, a little crawling. And then we move new spot. Looking at this course, I like the choreography of it. There's your, patty cake. We do have a lot of just like walking to a new spot to do the content. I think the first time, super nice as a pass, but then notice we're not just keeping the full course facing front. We are facing different directions. We have something else interestingly going on to supplement for if we're all going to do the same choreo, which I like. I like the presses, and then we go bring it in, good tension out of it, that broke it away. Then we had it break off. Breaking off means that everybody starts doing the same thing, and then you have people break off from the content itself where it finishes in a smaller group, or it finishes isolated to an individual. So we end up knocking, go low, high, we knock. All of this here, that whole thing wasn't unison. You had unison pockets, not unison sections, which I really appreciate, which is something that I wish I saw more often, because a big thing that I've noticed just over the couple of years with a lot of recent works in general in the Gen 5 space, the courses are more unified and in unison because they're easier to calibrate to challenges for the social media space. Because if you want your track to do well, it's got to go viral to a certain degree on the internet in order for it to reach different and new markets, which give you more money because more people, you're in front of more people, it's better income streams, yada, yada, yada. Point being, I like that we're not just projecting front, we're projecting towards each other, we're projecting away from each other in sections that normally you don't see people do that, right? Normally I see really complex verses, more simple courses, really dope bridge, and like you could see the quality of composition completely shift between the course and the verse. I think they complement each other very well here, which I think is really nice. It's cool. And then they end up bouncing it back, which is nice with the point. Walking on tempo, very nice. Then we end up doing a weight change, and I like the low-high look on that. And then we end up creating tension. I like the press down where it made it look like he was controlling them. Then we do a little body roll. We toss it away, framing outside, pull it down. And I also like how you have individuals catering front, so it allows more perspective surrounding, like a full semicircle compared to just side to side. So it provides depth to the formation. Really cool. Then look what I said before. We have more framing, more of an arch for feature. Isn't that awesome? And we end up having a little look there. Then you have the run to you, and then we have more partnering happening. Then we take it. It's like it's like partner work where we're going in, going out, right? It's fun. It's theatrical. The reach away, it shows dependency, and those reaches actually help tie together the very beginning where we were dependent, free-falling look. Here it's we are holding on to each other so neither of us fall. It's cool. And then we're ending up running. If they go framing inside, here we go. They go out, in, really nice. We do a switch, redirection, and then we go ball change with the rotation, arms nice and full to the chest. That part, trace it, baby, to the floor. I freaking love that part. Then they pull it, love that, where it's unassisted. They have to really cater their weight, not making it look bouncy, to make it look controlled as a slide. Really nice, and they come right back up. and then they end up using the energy from the right side, traveling it up to the upper parts. There's your reverb, run to you, and we end up doing a little grab, body roll, and then we end up doom, 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 and then we have a finish. Cameras go wild. That was wonderful, if you ask me. Oh my goodness, so glad that this exists. Shout out to K-Pop it once again. I hope this clears on YouTube, because that would make me really sad. But of course they'll come out with a dance practice at some point. But your girl couldn't wait, because I like the song, and it's just kind of been a habit now for me to look out for this showcase stage. It just popped up. This popped up before the music video did. So I was like, it's just a divine intervention. If you want to see my time watching Universe-League, it is available on Patreon for YouTube binge watch away. Also, every single thing that I look at in regards to AHOF or anything ever that I look at, it is on Patreon if you do not see it on YouTube. I look at a lot of stuff. So if you're like, Jess, have you seen this? Have you seen this? There's a really good chance I may have, especially if it pertains to AHOF when it comes to their discography. Go check there first if you're interested, but if not, you can always just wait, and this will come out in due time. This always gets early released on Patreon as well, so I'm gonna plug it away because I know some people love to get things as early as possible. That's as earliest as I can give it, is on there. So you guys know me, I know you. I am Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.